Hello guys and gals, welcome back to another episode of Feed the Beast server multiplayer session with me, McReaps. As you can see, I'm down in the nether. I got a little, what do you call it, netherrack farm going, because this is chunk loaded, so it just seemed like the right place to put it. I'll probably will move it to the overworld once I have another chunk loader. Unfortunately, I have no more ender pearls. I only had that one. And I don't have access to any more ender pearls. I'll show you a way that I could get them. It's a little bit cheaty for the way that I play the game. So yeah, I'll show you that there are options there if you're ever stuck and you need the ender pearls, but yeah, I'm trying to go through things the hard way without like cheating my way through basically. So let's have a look at the setup I've got going on here. I've seen Direwolf do something similar to this. He obviously was a little bit more extravagant and he had his gates and things like that, and ender chests. It was automatically transferring it up, so it was a fully automated system. Like I've said previously, I don't have access to the ender pearls at the moment. I've not been able to find any more, so this is the only way I can do it, the only way I can see to do it. So just made a bunch of cans, obviously, that you've seen in the last episode. I made 3 stacks by mistake and I meant to do 12, but that was a good mistake because it's come in handy. Just pop the empty cans in here, that'll fill the cans with the lava which gets pumped out, so it'll get pumped out directly to here, and then when this is no longer needed it'll pump it into the tank, so the tanks will stay full. And then it'll deposit straight out the back into the chest. So as you can see, I've already got a stack in here, so I'll take that stack. I'll just let this guy do his thing. I am thinking about completely getting rid of this magmatic engine, simply because I think these 4 engines pumping out the lava, because the lava will still come up here, I think. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure if it's needed for the energy on this side. Possibly. We'll see. But that's the general gist of it. You pop in your empty cans, automatically fills them and deposits them in the chest at the back. Now let's just grab these and run back to the overworld. So I'll see you guys when I get back there. Okay guys, I'm back in my house and I need to build a similar system over this side. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and break straight through here, and we'll set up. Does it need to come down there? I think it does. Set up a system like we've got in the nether, except in reverse. So it's going to take the liquid out of the tanks, take the lava out of the tanks, and it's going to deposit it into either my engines, or failing that it's going to like store the overflow in a tank. Now it's just where to position the tanks. I guess we'll try right here. Just bump bump bump. That should be okay. And we'll drop the engine in the middle there. Oh, the engine in the middle, liquid transposer the front, and obviously the tank at the back. So as you can see, the liquiducts connect to the engine as well as to the transposer. And that is the key thing to this design, that the transposer requires power, so that's what the engine is there for. Obviously the engine that I'm using is the magmatic engine, which needs lava, and that should be getting supplied by the transposer on its way to the tank. It's a nice little system. The only downside to this is this engine will overheat quite often, unless this is constantly busy, which it won't be, but I can deal with that. I mean, I don't mind breaking this through and giving that a hit with a wrench every now and again. So let's see if we can get this set up properly. So we want the liquid, which is the blue, going down at the bottom. That's yellow. Liquid yellow going down at the bottom, and that's pretty much it. We don't need anything else set up. We don't need to extract them. It's all going to be deposited manually. Let's just give the engine a quick boost, because it's going to need something to get started. That'll start powering up this, and then simply drop that in there. That little bit of energy will be enough to extract at least one can, which will get taken out. And it'll come round the back here. There we go. It's filling up the tank. Just need to make sure it's also filling up the engine. So it looks like it's sharing it evenly between the engine and the tank. Obviously the tank will hold more, so the engine will get full. And obviously this will speed up. So there we have it. There's my system for that. Now I just need to get that power to my engines here. Let's break in. Let's break in there like so. So if I have something like that, I'm not going to be able to wrench this one here, because although that's saying yes, take it out of the tank, it's going to be saying take it out of this engine as well, so we don't want that. We'll have to wrench it up here, take it out of the tank up here. That way it'll come down, some will go back in the tank, some will go in the engines. It should get evenly distributed between the engines. So can I have the lever there? I think. Yep. And there we have it. That should be filling up these engines. It looks like it's definitely doing the trick. I should be able to fill this in, pretty it up just a little bit, so I can always use a facade for that. Oh, danger zone. Right, let's have a little look here. Engine's full, full, and full. Brilliant stuff. So that's my very basic system. It is temporary, guys. Let me just go up here. The next thing I want to do is get rid of these buildcraft pipes, and I want to go to the conduits. Okay guys, I'm back. As you can see in the hotbar there, I've made 16 conduits and an empty energy frame, or whatever it's called. Let's have a look. Energy cell frame. Okay. Done another run to the nether to pick up some more lava cans. As you can see, it's going to use up this energy that's here. But the issue I seem to be having is this overheats so quickly. Like, I knew it was going to overheat, but I didn't think it'd overheat instantly. And it's solved with a case of a hit of a hammer, but I mean, if I want to block all this in, make it look nice, I'm really going to have to do something about this. I think I know what I'm going to do, and the conduits will save me. So let's just fill the rest of this up. Oh, do that every time. Fill that up, take them cans out, and I'll show you what we do with these. So as I said before, I've already smelted some of this stuff here. Which one is it? This one. Okay, so you simply just pop the empty frame in there. Oh, I thought it ate it. And then what happens is it fills the frame up with the molten redstone, and you have yourself an energy, a redstone energy frame thingamabob. energy cell frame. Very good. And then you can use that to store energy, and it holds it even when you break it, so you can it's good to have mobile energy really for stuff like quarries. This is obviously a lot faster, and this is what you use to connect it all together. You don't need to babysit it like you do buildcraft pipes. You don't need to worry about it overloading and blowing up, as far as I'm aware anyway. Everything I've seen with these I really enjoy the pipe. So let's head down here and turn everything off, and we shall, I guess, just get to it, get replacing these pipes. So I'll be back once I've replaced these pipes. Oh, I'll show you quickly. Like, you don't need your wooden pipes and all that sort of thing anymore. You can literally just connect. Actually going to change the way this is set up slightly. So to break it nice and easy, you just shift and right click with a wrench. Oh, you can see that just connects straight away there. I'm going to go up here because you don't need to worry about loops and things like that with this. It seems to self-regulate. There we go. I'll see if I can solve that little conundrum I'm having here. We'll figure this bit out shortly. As you can see, it looks really cool. And only one thing you have to do is give this a little hit with the hammer. As you can see, like it's like a downwards arrow here. That means energy will flow through the conduit and into this. We obviously want to click it so that it's the other way around. When it's orange, it's output, blue is input. So I'll be back once I've got this set up, guys. Okay guys, as you can see, I've tidied this all up here. I no longer have to come in here to find out if it needs any fuel, so what I'll do is I'll close that off completely. I've got rid of the little magmatic engine here. I'm going to use the energy cell. Now, I've not made the energy cell yet. I thought you guys would like to see that get made. I know you've seen the frame getting filled up, but the energy cell is just that frame that we made, the energy cell frame. Electrum ingots, lead, and a redstone conductive. So again, love the fabricator. Oh, what am I missing? What am I missing? Lead, I bet you. Pop the lead in there. No. Redstone. Got that. Yep. 163. Lead. It's the wrong type of lead. So I can still do it. Just need to do it on a different machine. Yeah, I do have to do it on a different thing. So the fabricator has times when it just doesn't recognise the meta tag. The metadata is slightly different because of the different types of ores that you can get. Voila, so that's got 0 charge. I'll show you how this works in case you've never seen one before. I mean, I could always just run this down here like that and create a bit of a loop there, but nothing too bad. Yeah, and that'd work out nicely there. I guess I will have it like that actually, and I'll have this just on top. Badoink. If you take a look at this, this should be charging up as well. Yep, we've got it set to charge up. And it'll charge up really slowly because we've got a lot of stuff going on upstairs. So you can actually set the maximum input and output. 100 Michael Jacksons, maximum output 50 Michael Jordans. So I mean, this comes in really handy if you've got things like farms, which will just suck as much MGA as you can give it, and it won't really boost it. So you can limit certain areas getting power. The other really good thing about this is, we take a look at the charge, 4000, and then we break it with the old wrench. Shift right click. Oh, not with your bag. Shift right click. Come here. If you hover over it, it should tell you 4960. So you can pop this down anywhere, link to it with the conduit, and then that'll drain its charge from there. Just need to remember to give it a little nudge with the hammer. Orange for output, blue for input. So there we have it, guys. We have finally got to the point that I wanted to be at for a long time. The other thing that I want to show you really quickly is the minium stone. So the whole reason I've got this like semi-automatic system is simply because I don't have any ender pearls. Ender pearls are really easy to make with this minium stone, simply by going to here. I'll show you the recipe. So we go here, you'll see shapeless crafting, 4 iron plus the minium stone will get you an ender pearl. Now, I don't want to take this route. I want to actually go out there into the world and find the ender pearls. It is going to slow me down massively, and it's going to affect the way that I build things, because if I don't have the ender chests, I'm not going to have the big fancy sorting system straight away. I'm not going to have the ender pouches to go down and mine and never come back up and all that sort of good stuff. I'm not going to be able to do the recharging base where you drop the either your lap pack or your drill or anything into your ender pouch, goes away and gets recharged and you take it out when it's full. I'm not going to be able to do any of that. Eventually I will, but only when I manage to find the ender pearls and things like that myself. So the first thing I want to do with the next pearl that I get is try and find the end, like the dungeon. I'm going to use that to create an eye of ender, and I'm going to go exploring and try find the dungeon itself. And then I'll set up a type of farm in there, ender farm, and start pulling in my ender pearls by actually doing a manual farm, old school style, instead of effectively cheating it in. I mean, I don't want to call the minium stone a cheaty way to do things, because I mean, if you've done this before, if you've done the end and the ender farms and everything there is to do, you don't want to spend all that time doing it again. So each to their own when it comes to that. But I personally have never been to the end. I've never set up an ender farm. I've never done it the hard way. So that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to do everything the hard way. So we're going to call that an episode right there, guys, and hopefully I'll catch you guys later.